Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Coding with Pragya. So welcome back to a new concept of the Python. It is also very important. In the previous class we had learned about the dictionary, that is a built-in data type in the Python. In this video we are going to see how to use tuple in Python. So first of all, what are tuples? So tuples are very similar to list. That is, they are used to store collection of elements in a single variable. But there is a very important difference between them, and that difference is tuples are immutable. Immutable means once the tuples are created, they cannot be changed, or the content or the elements of the tuples cannot be changed. So let's see how we can declare a tuple. So I'm going to declare a variable called x, and I'm going to assign a value to it. Now, in case of list, we have seen we use the square bracket. In the case of tuples, we use this parenthesis in order to store the list of elements. So I can just write 1, 5, 3, 4, and 8, for example, and then press enter, and it's going to create a tuple. Now we want to print the tuple, so we can use x because now we are using ideally. Now we can see that tuples are similar to list in some ways. That means you can call a tuple element by index value, same as list. So all the tuples element are arranged by their index. So we can see that these tuples are also the ordered data type because they are arranged by their index. So we can write x of 0, it will give you the first element. Let's get the value which is saved at index 4, and I'm going to press enter, and you can see that it gives us 8, which is saved at index 4. Now I'm trying to give an index which is not there, that is 100. Oh, so it gives us the error tuple index out of range because we don't have 100 elements. Now, as I said, tuples are immutable. That means we cannot change their elements once they are initialized. So let's try to check this. I'm just trying to assign a new value at index 0, which is 2. Oh, and it's giving us the error type error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. That is, you cannot assign any other value to a tuple element if they are once initialized. That also means you cannot use some of the function which you used with list in the tuples. It cannot be used. For example, it cannot remove element, it cannot append any element, and it cannot change any element. For example, I write x here, and if I'll write dot, you can see few methods are available here with the tuples, and this count method is very important. Let's see. Let's see, why do we use this count? I want to check how many numbers, how many times this 8 is there in this tuple. So we can see 8 is present only once. That's why we got this 1 as output. So now in order to get the length of the tuple, we can use inbuilt function len, and you can pass the tuple name, that is x, and you get the output as 5 because we have the 5 element here in this tuple x. And in the previous value I have already in the previous value I have already explained you that in the list we can store the elements of different data types. So let's see whether it can be done with this tuple or not. So let's see. I have created y is equals to 1 is integer, max is string, and 1.6 is a float value, and I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to get the output. And yes, we can it's totally possible. It's same as a list. We can store multiple data types values in a tuple. Now I have declared two tuples, one is x and another one is y. So let's print this x and y again very quickly. And now what I'm going to do, I want to concatenate these two tuples. So what does it mean? So as I had explained you that tuples are immutable, so what I'll do, I'll create a third tuple, that is z, and I'm going to add these two tuples. Concatenation means addition, so x plus y. So let's see, is it possible? Oh, so no error. Now let's see the output. So you can see we have 1 5 3 4 8 1, and we have this max. Yes, it has joined and created a new tuple with the combination of both these tuple. And now there is one more very interesting thing what we can be done we can do with this tuple. Let me define a variable tuple with only one element, that is high, and after this element I am going to provide a comma here. So this is important to provide this comma, and I haven't provided any second element. What I do, I can use this symbol. This is for multiplication we use in programming, and I can use some value. Well, let's say I have written 5 here, and I'm going to press enter, no error. Then I'm going to print this A. So, wow, you can see that high string is saved for 5 times in this A variable in the form of a tuple. How do you understand tuple? Because it is enclosed inside a parenthesis. So, if I'll just A of 2, that is high at index 2. You can also use inbuilt function called max to get the maximum value from this tuple. So max, and we'll pass the name of the tuple, that is x. So 8, because in x the maximum value is 8. You can see here in the x maximum value is 8. We can also get the minimum value. So min function, we can pass x and it gives you the output as it gives you the minimum value which is stored inside the tuple. And also you can use a del function to delete the tuple. So del, let's say I want to delete this tuple z, so I'll just and then delete space and then press enter. And now if I'll try to fetch z, I'll get the error because this z is deleted. So this way you can see the tuple is very important, and so many things we can do with the tuple. So this is how you can use tuple in Python. I hope you have enjoyed this video. In the class again, I'll come with one more